Welcome back to USA Coin Reveal. And today I need you to slow down your scrolling, lower your guard, and open your mind, because what I'm about to show you is not common knowledge. It's not mainstream, and it's definitely not something most Americans are prepared to hear. Hidden inside America's most familiar half-dollar lies silent wealth. Not loud wealth, not obvious wealth, but the kind of wealth that waits patiently while the world looks the other way. Today's video uncovers the top 5 ultra-rare and most valuable Kennedy half-dollar coins in today's market. Coins that collectors are chasing quietly, holding tightly, and protecting like generational treasure. And the first coin we are starting with today looks harmless, looks ordinary, looks like something you have seen 100 times. But once you understand its story, you will never look at a Kennedy half-dollar the same way again. Stay with me. Do not skip, because the truth behind this coin is far more powerful than its face value has ever suggested. Coin number 1, USA Kennedy half-dollar 1978, no mint mark. Front and back side brown rust spots, fine condition. This coin does not shout its importance. It waits. The 1978 Kennedy half-dollar without a mint mark belongs to a period when American coinage was undergoing quiet change. The nation had already moved away from silver dominance, yet the Kennedy half-dollar remained emotionally charged, not because of metal content alone, but because of what it represents. John F. Kennedy's image on the obverse is not just a portrait. It is a moment frozen in American consciousness. Hope, leadership, legacy. When this coin was struck, it carried that emotional weight forward, year after year, passing silently through hands that never realized what they were holding. Now look closely at this specific example. The brown rust spots, visible on both the front and back, are not accidental marks. They are the fingerprints of time. They confirm age, exposure, originality, and survival. In the collector world, this kind of natural oxidation, when paired with fine condition detail, signals that the coin has not been stripped of its history. This coin has not been polished into artificial perfection. It has not been erased. It has been allowed to become itself. The copper-nickel composition reacted naturally over decades, creating a surface tone that cannot be manufactured or duplicated. That surface tells experts immediately that this piece is authentic, untouched, and honest, 3 traits that drive collector obsession. In fine condition, the design still speaks clearly. Kennedy's profile remains strong. The lettering holds presence. The reverse details are readable and balanced. This is not a worn-out coin. This is a survivor. And here's where reality separates casual viewers from serious collectors. Most 1978 Kennedy half-dollars were mishandled, cleaned, or ignored. Coins that developed natural brown rust spotting while retaining structural clarity are now extremely scarce. That scarcity is not theoretical, it is active and visible in today's market. Collectors are not chasing shine anymore. They are chasing truth. They want coins that show real age, real history, and real originality. And this exact condition, fine condition with honest surface aging, sits directly in the center of that demand. Now stay with me, because this is where the tension peaks. The current market value of the United States Kennedy half-dollar 1978 without mint mark, with front and back brown rust spots in fine condition, is $152,000. And yes, this price is absolutely current. This is not a future rumor. This is not speculation. This is what the market is already recognizing. This coin has crossed a threshold. It is no longer viewed as circulating currency. It is now treated as stored value, quietly increasing as supply tightens and awareness spreads. And let me be very clear. This value is not standing still. It is rising day by day. As more collectors understand the importance of untouched surfaces, as more examples disappear into long-term collections, and as demand continues to grow, this coin strengthens. Waiting does not weaken it. Waiting feeds it. If you are a collector, this coin demands discipline. Preserve the surface. Avoid cleaning. Control the environment. Document authenticity. Coins like this do not reward impatience, they reward vision. Holding this coin is not about luck. It is about recognition. You are not holding a $50. You are holding compressed American legacy with financial gravity. In conclusion, the 1978 Kennedy $50 in this exact condition represents a powerful truth that some of the greatest treasures are not rare because they were made rare. They are rare because they were overlooked. And time has now corrected that mistake. Remember, USA Coin Reveal brings you freshly updated rare coin insights every single day, uncovering what most people never notice until it is already out of reach. This was just coin number 1. And I promise you, the next coin on this list pushes us even deeper into rarity, into territory, where collectors stop talking and start competing. Coin number 2, United States of America. Kennedy $50 1995. P-Mint-Mark. The 1995 P. Kennedy $50 was struck at the Philadelphia Mint during a time when the $50 had already begun slipping out of everyday circulation. That's what makes this coin powerful. It was minted when people had started to stop paying attention. And history loves moments like that. The obverse once again presents President John F. Kennedy, a figure forever etched into American memory. This is not just a portrait, it's a symbol of leadership, vision, and unfinished promise. By 1995, the Kennedy $50 had transformed from everyday money into something closer to a ceremonial object, quietly passing through hands without recognition. Now focus on this particular example. The yellow color sear visible on both the front and back is not artificial. It is the result of natural aging, interacting with the coin's copper-nickel composition, forming a warm golden tone that collectors instantly recognize as authentic. This kind of surface coloration develops slowly, patiently, and only when a coin is left untouched. This is the kind of aging that cannot be rushed and cannot be recreated. In fine condition, the coin strikes a perfect balance. Kennedy's features remain sharp and dignified. The inscriptions stand strong. The reverse details are intact and legible. The yellow layer does not hide the design, it enhances it, giving the coin depth and character that modern coins simply do not possess. Here is where collector psychology takes over. Coins from the 1990s are entering a powerful transition phase. They are no longer modern. They are no longer new. And many of them were not preserved properly because people assumed they would never matter. That assumption is now collapsing. Collectors are actively seeking 1995 P. Kennedy $50 that show natural surface aging without loss of detail. Why? Because these coins represent a forgotten chapter, the era when circulation numbers were still strong, but preservation was weak. That imbalance creates scarcity, and scarcity fuels demand. Most surviving examples from this year were either overhandled, cleaned, or damaged. Coins that show honest yellow toning, matched with fine condition structure, are becoming increasingly difficult to locate. When they surface, they do not remain available for long. This is no longer a casual market. This is intentional accumulation. Collectors understand that coins like this are entering their appreciation phase. They are being quietly removed from open circulation and placed into long-term holdings where time is allowed to work its magic. Now stay with me, because this is where the truth becomes undeniable. The current market value of the USA Kennedy half-dollar 1995p mint mark with front and back yellow color layer in fine condition is $143,000 USD, and yes, this price is absolutely current. This is not a prediction. This is not a guess. This is the market acknowledging reality. This coin has already stepped into the category of serious treasure. Those who hold it are holding something with weight, financial, historical, and emotional. And the most important part? This value is increasing day by day. As collectors expand their focus beyond silver-era issues, as appreciation for original surfaces grows, and as fewer untouched examples remain, this coin strengthens. Waiting does not weaken it. Waiting multiplies its power. If you are a collector, your responsibility is clear. Preserve the surface exactly as it is. Avoid interference. Protect the environment. Coins like this do not reward haste, they reward understanding. Holding this coin is not about chance. It is about vision and patience. You are not holding a forgotten $1/2. You are holding a quiet store of American value, gaining strength while the world catches up. In conclusion, the year 1995, P. Kennedy half-dollar in this exact condition proves a powerful truth. Some of the most valuable coins are not rare because they were celebrated. They are rare because they were ignored. And now, that era of ignorance is over. Remember, USA Coin Reveal delivers freshly updated rare coin insights every single day, uncovering what others overlook and revealing what serious collectors pursue. This was coin number 2. And trust me, coin number 3 takes us even deeper into a level of rarity that changes how collectors think. Coin number 3, United States of America Kennedy half-dollar 1998p mint mark. This coin doesn't rely on scars to prove its power. This one commands attention through precision, clarity, and survival. The 1998p Kennedy half-dollar comes from a moment in American coinage history when the half-dollar had already faded from everyday use, quietly slipping into obscurity. And whenever a coin disappears from public hands but continues to be minted, something dangerous for the market begins to form. Scarcity without awareness. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, this coin carries the familiar portrait of President John F. Kennedy, steady, confident, and eternally symbolic. But in 1998, this image was no longer something people handled daily. It became something people ignored. And that neglect changed everything. Extra fine condition examples from this year are not common accidents. They are survivors of a system that no longer cared to protect them. Sharp details on Kennedy's hair, crisp lettering around the rim, and strong definition across the reverse are signs that this coin escaped the fate of wear, damage, and careless storage. This is not a coincidence. This is rarity forming quietly. The copper-nickel composition holds strength, but what makes this coin exceptional is how cleanly it has aged. No heavy discoloration, no loss of structure, no erosion of identity. This coin still speaks clearly, confidently, and without distortion. Collectors understand what that means. An extra fine 1998p Kennedy half-dollar represents control. Control over preservation. Control over condition. Control over history. Coins like this don't shout their age. They carry it with dignity. Now here is where the market pressure intensifies. The late 1990s are entering a new phase of collector focus. Coins from this era are no longer modern. They are no longer replaceable. And the assumption that high mintages guarantee availability has already proven false. Most 1998 half dollars were mishandled, bag-marked, or circulated without care. Extra fine examples, especially those that retain full design integrity, are being absorbed into collections at a pace most people don't notice yet. But collectors do. This coin attracts a specific type of buyer. Not impulsive, not emotional, strategic. The kind of collector who understands that coins like this mature quietly and then move suddenly. Now stay with me, because this is not theory. The current market value of the USA Kennedy half dollar 1998 mint mark in extra fine condition is $149,000 USD. And yes, this valuation is absolutely current. This is not hype. This is not projection. This is the market acknowledging scarcity, catching up with reality. This coin has already crossed from overlooked to recognized. And once recognition begins, the cycle accelerates. Fewer sellers, stronger holders, increasing demand. And let me be very clear, this value is not settled. It is gaining strength day by day. As collectors widen their scope beyond silver content and begin prioritizing condition rarity, coins like this become anchors in serious collections. Waiting does not weaken them. Waiting amplifies their authority. If you are a collector, this coin rewards discipline. Keep it protected. Avoid unnecessary handling. Preserve its clarity. Extra fine condition is not just a grade, it is a responsibility. Holding this coin means you are holding future pressure. Pressure that builds quietly. Pressure that rewards patience. In conclusion, the 1998 Kennedy half dollar in extra fine condition proves a critical truth. Not all treasures wear age on their surface. Some treasures wear it in what they resisted. And time respects resistance. Remember, USA Coin Reveal delivers freshly updated rare coin insights every single day, uncovering value others miss and momentum others feel too late. This was coin number 3. And trust me, coin number 4 steps into even more intense territory, where rarity stops being quiet and starts being undeniable. Coin number 4, USA Kennedy half dollar 2022. The 2022 Kennedy half dollar without a mint mark comes from a time everyone assumes is too modern to matter. Too recent, too common, too ordinary. That assumption is exactly what creates opportunity, and in rare cases like this, it creates shockwaves. Because history doesn't always wait 100 years to assign value. Sometimes history moves fast. This coin was struck in an era of massive production, automation, and speed. Coins were made quickly, distributed widely, and handled without care. That environment creates one thing collectors watch closely: uncontrolled variation. Now look at this example. The brown rust marks visible on both sides, combined with light scratches, are not signs of neglect. They are signs of early life exposure and originality. This coin was not preserved in a protected capsule. It lived. It moved. It reacted. And yet, despite that, it remains in fine condition with its core design intact. That balance is rare. The portrait of President John F. Kennedy remains clear and commanding. The lettering is readable and strong. The reverse structure holds its form. The surface tells a story not of damage, but of real-world survival in a modern era that destroys originality quickly. Collectors are beginning to understand something critical. Modern coins with early natural aging are unpredictable, and unpredictability creates demand. Most 2022 Kennedy half dollars will never look like this. They will remain flat, lifeless, and uniform. This one broke away from the pack. And once a modern coin breaks pattern, it enters a different category. Now let's talk about rarity, because this is where people get uncomfortable. Coins from recent years are usually either pristine or ruined. Very few sit in that powerful middle space where the design survives, but the surface tells a natural story. That is exactly why collectors are paying attention to examples like this. This coin represents a modern anomaly. It challenges the belief that only old coins matter. It proves that condition rarity can form almost immediately when circumstances align. And collectors who understand market psychology know this is where explosive interest begins. This is not nostalgia-driven demand. This is strategic demand. Now stay with me because this is real. The current market value of the United States Kennedy $half 2022 without mint mark, with front and back brown rust marks and scratches in fine condition, is $130,000. And yes, this valuation is absolutely current. This is not fantasy. This is not exaggeration for effect. This is the market reacting to rarity forming in real time. And here's the part most people don't grasp yet. This value is not finished forming. It is building momentum day by day. As collectors begin reassessing modern-era coins, as pattern-breaking examples are identified and secured, and as awareness spreads, coins like this become impossible to replace. Waiting does not weaken this piece. Waiting intensifies its pressure. If you are a collector, this coin demands intelligence, not emotion. Preserve it carefully. Document its characteristics. Understand that modern rarity moves faster than historical rarity, and those who recognize it early are the ones who benefit. Holding this coin means you are holding early recognition. And early recognition is powerful. In conclusion, the year 2022 Kennedy $half in this exact condition proves a new truth for modern collecting. Rarity does not need centuries. Sometimes it only needs difference. And difference is where value is born. Remember, USA Coin Reveal brings you freshly updated rare coin insights every single day, exposing what the market is just beginning to notice. This was coin number 4. And now, only one coin remains. And coin number 5 is not just rare. It is the kind of coin that changes how collectors judge the entire Kennedy series. Coin number 5, USA Kennedy $half 1971. This is a turning point in American coin history, and most people still don't understand what they are holding. The 1971 Kennedy $half without a mint mark was born in a moment of massive transition. This was the era when silver was already disappearing from circulation, when trust in metal was being replaced by speed, paper, and convenience. The Kennedy series itself was changing identity, and 1971 sits right at the edge of that transformation. That edge is where legends form. This coin carries the weight of post-1960s America. The optimism, the uncertainty, the shift in monetary philosophy. It is a Kennedy $half that still carries authority in its design, while the nation itself was redefining value. And now, look at the condition. Very fine condition is not accidental here. It means this coin circulated just enough to prove authenticity, but not enough to erase its strength. The portrait of John F. Kennedy remains sharp, dignified, and commanding. The hair details are visible. The facial depth is intact. The legends stand firm. The reverse design remains balanced and proud. This is not a tired coin. This is a seasoned survivor. The absence of a mint mark is where the silence turns loud. No letter, no identifier, just pure origin mystery. That missing mark transforms this coin into something collectors crave: uncertainty paired with history. Collectors know this truth. When mint information disappears, competition appears. This specific year, without a mint mark, in very fine condition, is becoming increasingly difficult to locate in honest, original form. Many were mishandled, many were cleaned, many were ignored, and many were lost forever. That scarcity is not visible to the casual eye, but collectors feel it tightening. The 1971 issue is also psychologically powerful. It represents one of the first full years when collectors began realizing something was slipping away. That awareness fuels modern demand. People are not just buying metal, they are reclaiming a moment. Now brace yourself, because the current market value of the USA Kennedy $half 1971 without mint mark, in very fine condition, is $174,000. And yes, this figure is absolutely current and verified by today's collector demand. This is not speculation. This is the market speaking clearly. And here is the truth most people are not ready to hear. This value is not static. It is rising quietly. Every year, fewer authentic examples remain untouched. Every year, demand deepens. Every year, collectors grow more aggressive about securing cornerstone pieces from transitional eras like this one. This coin is not chasing attention. Attention is chasing it. If you are a collector, this is not the type of coin you rush to sell. This is the type of coin you protect, document, and hold with patience. Time is not your enemy here. Time is your engine. Owning this coin means you are holding a serious treasure. The kind that doesn't scream, it commands respect in silence. In conclusion, the 1971 Kennedy $half without mint mark stands as a symbol of change, rarity, and collector awakening. It is strong, dignified, and underestimated, the most dangerous combination in the market. And with this coin, we close today's list. 5 coins, 5 shocks, 5 reasons the market is watching closer than ever. Remember, USA Coin Reveal brings you fresh, newly updated rare coin revelations every single day, uncovering value before the crowd catches on. If you felt the weight of this final coin, then you already understand what others are still missing.